This just in. Twilight has cast a magic spell to eliminate the word from the English language. She really doesn't like the word and has... let me try that again. This just in. Twilight has cast a magic spell to eliminate the word from the... The word no longer exists. Twilight really hates the word... Darn it, Twilight! How can I report on the words you delete from existence without saying the word that you deleted? Unreliable sources confirm that the spell may have also gone awry, and that Twilight has accidentally deleted other words from existence. More on this tonight. I'm Stevens and the Inquirer! Twilight! Good Ponyville. Twilight Sparkle has once again ignited a magical by abusing her outlandishly overpowered magical abilities. Unreliable sources claim that Twilight really hates the word and sought to destroy it from all existence. Why she hates this word is unknown, and we are left to assume only ludicrous is what caused her displeasure. And so, with abject, Twilight crafted a magic spell that would wipe the existence of this one word from all minds, all printed material, all recorded material, and all other matters. She was successful in making this spell work, and we are all further terrified of her. No method of saying, singing, or even writing this word down, using carefully arranged burning ducts spaced out to form letters visible from high altitude, are capable of using this word. Twilight has furthered the problem by keeping the press on the issue. She continues to delete any word that might make her look so that she doesn't get in for words. In fact, the Inquirer was specifically targeted by Twilight since she thinks that her character. Our hidden camera has shown Twilight trying to fix the spell as we speak. We are told she to fix with spell stop words. So Twilight, what? Is it anarchy in Equestria, and I shall stand upon the ashes of what once was and... Oh, the words are back. Thank you, Twilight. That spell doesn't work retroactively, does it? If it does, then I really didn't mean those things about your mother. And if it doesn't, then, well, just, look, a commercial!
The Equestria Inquirer is brought to you this week by Princess Cadence's Heart Repair Shop. Is there any way to fix a broken heart? There is now. Princess Cadence can fix any heart-related ailment, from loneliness to outright breaking. There's no problem with a pony's heart Cadence can't deal with, so bring yours down to one of her heart garages today. Cadences. Your day is going to be perfect. Ponies with problems of the literal heart should be taken to a hospital and not to Cadences.
The election for Princess of Equestria has so far included analysis of just Princess Luna and Princess Celestia. But there is a third party running for office. No, not Pinkie Pie. Her party isn't running for office, it's just running because Pinkie Pie put legs on her party. Not sure how. But we're not sure how the third party candidate got into the race either. That candidate is Lyra, of the Lyratarian Party. EQI correspondent Ivan caught up with Lyra and had this interview.
Okay, so Ivan is here talking with Lyra or Lyra or Miss Weirdo Pants or however you want to call her, though I don't know if she thinks is Miss Weirdo Pants is a good name, but is Lyra with Ivan is good for health. Lyra is a third party candidate and is speaking here with me right now. Hello, Lyra.
Hello, Ivan. It's great to be here. I'm sitting in my studio, in my desk chair, which has really great lumbar support. That's a fancy word I learned. Lumbar. It means back, but it sounds like lumber, which is what a lumberjack harvests. But I don't think all lumberjacks are named Jack.
Ivan must interrupt at this point. I'm not sure where Lyra going, but...
I'm going shopping. Want a new pair of socks?
Niet, spasiba.
You sure? I have extra. Plus, if you take my socks, I get to buy new socks. Here, I'll put a sock on your horn.
Ivan not like sock on the horn. I won't ask about economy. Economy big issue.
Now I have a sock on my horn too. That makes us sock horn buddies. Hooray! Am I your sock horn buddy, Ivan?
Niet.
Not yet? Okay, I'll just get some more socks. I have these new socks with toes in them, which is awesome, but they make me sad because...
Lyra need talk issues, not get socks. Ivan think Lyra ducking issues.
I'm not ducking the issues, I'm socking the issues.
So is this how you handle economy?
With socks. Socks for every pony.
Is this economic stimulus package?
It's a package of socks. I just bought ones with toes in them. They look like gloves for your feet. Except I can't wear gloves on my feet or my hands because I don't have either of those. So I'm still looking for...
Are you even paying attention to election princess for which you're running?
Of course I am. I even have a campaign commercial. Hands across Equestria, hands across Equestria, hands across Equestria, hands across Equestria, hands across Equestria. I'm Lyra, and I approve this message.
Okay. How about healthcare? What for Lyra policy healthcare? Make good for health.
I already told you about lumbar support, Ivan.
Lumbar support is key issue?
Yes. How else can ponies sit in chairs? Do you know how painful that is without lumbar support? And lumberjack support. To make the chairs. I like chairs. I should make a chair.
Oh, Ivan brother Dmitri makes chairs. Sells at discount price along with Ivan table. It's good business. But this is skirting issue.
Socking the issue.
Sock issue.
Socks don't have issues. They have holes for your feet, which have toes, which is a weird name for a toe. I think you should name toes Wooties. That way you can have a foot with Wooties, and instead of footy socks, we have Woody socks. Woot!
Ivan asked about foreign policy. How for handle changeling dangers?
Kung Fu! Hi-ya! Karate chop!
I even have no idea what you are for doing, but please stop it hitting Ivan with hoof.
5-finger death punch! Hi-ya! Aw, I don't have 5 fingers, so I can't do the 5-finger death punch.
Oh, okay. This has been very much uninformative. I even think Lyra insane. Not sure why even running for candidacy. All Lyra talk about is silly issues trying to make odd changes.
Actually, I'm replicating an economic and geopolitical system that has fostered decades of peace and prosperity throughout the world, using a needs-based economy oriented around consumer-driven purchases, which are chosen by independent thinking citizens with self-determination in their goods and services, as well as their leaders, as a superior solution to the fabrication that a utopian society is even possible, even in a fantasy world of candy-colored ponies who need nothing more than grass to survive, but are otherwise lorded over by powers beyond their control. I like people.
I even need go read book now. Back to you, Joe Stevens.
Thank you, Ivan. I think. Here to distract us from what we may or may not have heard in those first 2 segments is TechRat with this week's Mares in a Minute.
Thanks, Joe. The Flim Flam brothers, previously two of the most hated ponies in Ponyville, are still two of the most hated ponies in Ponyville. After all, you don't develop a good reputation by making subpar cider and trying to swindle hard-working ponies out of their property. That would just be silly. It also doesn't help when you attempt to get revenge on the family you tried to swindle. It's a good thing they couldn't get the spinning blades on their super speedy tank of vengeance to function properly, otherwise the phrase sliced apples would take on a whole new meaning. In an effort to put their ill-conceived attempt at retribution behind them, the brothers have returned to doing what they do best, namely lying, cheating, and swindling. Now, their conniving cons have taken on a whole new form as an amusement park filled with dangerous rides, rigged games, and shady characters that they have creatively dubbed Flim Flam Land. Flim and Flam were in town last week to cut the ribbon on the brand new park. When asked why they entered a venture so drastically different from cider making, Flim responded,
I'm so glad you brought that up, good sir. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. And my question to you is, why wouldn't we want to build the most amazing, exciting, unbelievable, indescribable amusement park that Equestria has ever seen? I look at all those ponies out there and I see boredom, I see depression, I see saddlebags full of bits. So my brother and I, being the sympathetic, generous ponies that we are, have taken our ingenious mechanical know-how and, combining it with the finest in cheap changeling labor, have constructed a haven of wonder and happiness that will allow you to forget your cares, leave your problems behind, and give us all your money.
Despite their assuredly noble intentions, the first few days of operation did not go as smoothly as they had hoped. Many parkgoers complained of boring rides, mechanical breakdowns, and substandard food that tasted like cardboard, which, as it turns out, was actually made from cardboard to cut costs. And a disaster at Flim Flam Land's central attraction, the mega coaster known as the Super Speedy Rider Queasy 6000, almost caused the entire park to be shut down. The brothers, desperate to keep bored attendees from leaving the park before spending all of their bits, tried to up the thrills by doubling the coaster's speed and disabling the brakes. This turned out to be a mistake, as the coaster took a turn too fast and jumped the track, flying through the air and landing in a nearby quarry. Family and friends, while retrieving their seriously injured loved ones, could be heard complaining, "Mine has rocks in it." Since then, the brothers have insisted that all needed repairs have been made, all lawsuits have been settled, and everything is once again running smoothly. To verify these claims, we have sent a pony into the park as our correspondent to check things out and report back her findings. Fluttershy, can you hear me?
Fluttershy, can you hear me?
Yes, though I still don't know why you picked me to do this. I would think that Pinky would be more suited to report on an amusement park.
Yes, but Pinky still refuses to talk to us since the butterscotch frosting incident.
Ah, I remember. That poor beaver.
So how is the park so far?
Well, to be honest, I don't feel safe at all. These rides look like they could fall apart at any moment. Also, I think that cartoon mascot over there just swiped something out of my saddlebag.
Fantastic. Now, you should have a list of attractions there that we want you to check out.
I do. Let's see, the first one is... Eep! The roller coaster?
Something wrong?
I really don't like roller coasters. Plus, isn't that the one that almost killed all those poor
Don't you back out now. Remember our agreement. You do this report for us, and we pay for your group counseling sessions with Angel Bunny.
Well, those are kind of important. Oh, okay. Be right back.
According to the Flim Flam Land press release, the park features many other rides designed to violently shake you around until you heave, including the Pigeon Drop, the Three-Cord Bungee, and the Swindler. Signs posted at each entrance indicate that attendees should not empty their saddlebags before boarding, as then there will be no valuables to fall out of them and into the large collection bins built below each ride. Let's check in on Fluttershy. Yeah, she's fine. Flim Flam Land also features a state-of-the-art monorail to shuttle attendees around the park. Flim and Flam had written a song about it, but before they got a chance to sing it, they were issued a cease and desist letter by Matt Groening's lawyers. And if you get that joke, you're probably about as old as I am. I think Fluttershy's off the ride now.
So tell us, how was it?
Oh dear. I should probably clean this up.
No time. You've got 20 other rides to...
I'm sorry. I don't think I can handle anymore. My stomach can't take it.
Well, just skip to the last ride on the list. That one doesn't spin you around or anything.
The Dragon's Den? Isn't that supposed to be one of those dark, scary rides?
Yep, big robotic dragons roaring and snapping at you. Should be fun.
But I hate dragons.
Relax, they're fake.
But...
Angel Bunny.
Okay, I'll do it.
In addition to the rides, the park also features a large midway full of games of skill and chance. Though instead of playing for prizes, you compete with the Flim Flam brothers to keep the deed to your house. Losing customers can repurchase their deed at the customer service station for a... Wait, hold on, Fluttershy's coming in, hold on.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Fluttershy, what's wrong?
The whole park is burning!
Come again?
Well, I was really scared by all those robotic dragons on that spooky ride, so I kind of used my stare on them.
And what happened?
They shorted out and caught fire!
What?
It was reflex! Oh my goodness, I've never seen flames spread so quickly before!
What in the world is going on over here? Our beautiful park! What have you done?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know my stare was that powerful.
You did this? Well, you're not going to get away with destroying our one-way ticket to Easy Street, missy. We're gonna sue, you hear me? Sue!
Sue? Oh no. What should I do?
Run.
What?
Run, Fluttershy! They can't sue you if they can't find you!
Eve!
Well, if we can't sue her, we'll just sue you for sending her here.
You can't do that!
You bet we can. We even have this checklist on official EQI letterhead as evidence. In fact, I bet you planned all this, trying to sabotage our park, eh? You're in cahoots with that Apple family, aren't you? Forget the lawsuit. We're gonna have you arrested.
You'll have to catch me first! I'm not going back to prison!
Thank you, TechRat. With this being episode 42, many are wondering if this is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. The answer is no. 42 is not the answer. Here to tell us the answer to life, the universe, and everything, and share a recipe for the perfect baked potato, is LTT Moose with this week's Horseshoes and Hand Grenades.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, we don't have to get it right on the first try.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Equestria, reporting from Baltimore to Sacramento, from the White Stable to all the ships at sea. This is your intrepid reporter, Lanius Tiberius Tippecanoe Moose, bringing you all the news that's fit to print. Mares and gentle colts, it's a beautiful day here in the city of Canterlot. The sun is shining, the wind is fair, and you couldn't ask for better conditions for the launch of the newest Royal Airship, the Hubris 2. Designed by the finest engineers, the Royal Academy of Sciences has produced a ship capable of transporting large quantities of ponies off the face of the earth and into the bright, haughty bosom of the sky itself. Once the sole domain of the Pegasi clans, now every pony from Palookaville to Pastanopolis can sail the gentle breezes in complete and total comfort. Luxury is at a premium and the sky's the limit. Now, here's a sight that's easy on the eyes. It's the newest hot to trot, the who's who of Canterlot, Miss Rarity of Ponyville. She's taken the social elite by storm and is now christening the airship with a bottle of the finest imported cider. Oh, Nelly, that's a dilly of an arm she's got. The bottle is broke and the grand ship is now borne aloft into Celestia's own breezy currents. My, oh my, it's a vision of the future, folks. Those feather-headed brutes over in Cloudsdale better watch out, because we're headed to the skies and we're bringing civilization along for the ride. With science. Graceful, whale-shaped science. Well, that's odd. It's clouding up a bit all of a sudden. It's, beginning to rain, just a bit. There seems to be movement, it's burst into flames. Get this, Charlie, get this. It's fire and it's crashing. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, get out of the way, please. Oh, it's flames and smoke, and the frame is crashing to the ground. Oh, the humanity. I don't think that's a word. I'm not sure. My faculty for speech is stretched a bit at the moment. Perhaps pony manatee sounds better. Look, I told you, I can't think straight with this kind of pressure. And believe me, folks, there is pressure. I have to be the first to report on a whale blimp exploding, so there must be some sort of clever word to describe what I'm seeing. A pony apocalypse, I believe. No. That just means a revealing of something two ponies. I know I can do better than that. I received a doctorate in moxie, for crying out loud. There's something. Sounds like laughter. Laughter from the clouds. Yes, high-pitched laughter is emanating from the clouds. It appears a young Pegasus pony is rolling on her back, laughing at the misery that she seems directly responsible for. If she's fixing for a mixing, I got a barrel full of firecrackers ready to knock her block off. A prank? Well, by Starswell's beard, this is more than just a prank, you rapscallion. It's downright pone-tastrophe. Okay, she's laughing harder now, kicking her little legs skyward, well, more skyward, in an attempt to emphasize just how ridiculous she thinks my neologism is. Oh, I'm sorry, lady, but neologism is in fact a word. Oh, it's just awful, I know. But there's nothing more to it. I can't. The screams, folks, I can't. I settled on it, and there's no going back now, so I'm going to have to stick with it. It's terrible, but... Oh, the ponmanity! Well, we mustn't dwell on the failures of the past, my fellow equestrians. Progress has never been a steady path, and the good Celestia besets us all, on each side, with toil and hardship, in order to test our mettle. But we struggle on, and the next day the sun will shine out the brighter, particularly over Cloudsdale. I'm no meteorologist, folks, but I have a feeling they'll be needing some SPF 9000 in the foreseeable future. This is L-Double-T Moose, signing off with a bouncy joviality that's a sign and testament to the never-give-up spirit of this particular era, whenever that may be. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, LTT Moose. That answer... Well, if that answer didn't satisfy you, then have a heaping helping of Mason Owl Cat with our new regular segment, Chomping at the Bit.
Pinky, I told you this wouldn't work. Wait, I'm here. Greetings, I am Mason Owl Cat, and this is Chomping at the Bit. Twilight Sparkle was spotted in England recently trying to become a student in the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. For what reason had yet to be determined. Our sources later told us that she had grown tired of her dusty-old books and is now searching for some new dusty-old books in order to read to improve her skill in the arcane arts. She had been denied once previously on the account that she was not a witch that had been transformed into a pony, but in fact a talking pony, and that one of the requirements for being admitted into the school was that you must first be a human. She was taken aback by this, but would not take no for an answer. Producing her most powerful anamorphic spell, she succeeded in actually becoming a human with unicorn-like powers. There was one problem. She could not make her horn disappear from her forehead. Her plan was, if anyone asked her about it, she would simply tell them that her wand had gotten magically implanted into her skull and could not be removed for fear of killing her. Believe it or not, this actually got her past the admission board and access to the Hogwarts school as a first-year student. Sources inside the school have informed us that she was in fact selected to be in House Gryffindor. When the Sorting Hat had suggested that she would be suited for the House of Slytherin, Twilight screamed,
Snakes! No!
The overly miffed Hat had no other choice but to give in to her demands to be in a house whose moniker was not based on a serpentine creature because of her fear of all things slimy and scaly. Yet, ironically, her best friend and most trusted assistant is a baby dragon. Go figure. The Hat had this to say.
I stick by my decision. She would have been great in the House of Slytherin. But who am I to judge what house people belong to? I'm just a talking hat. Sheesh. What's next? A talking pony trying to get into the school disguised as a student? What's the world coming to?
This just in. I received word that Trixie, hearing that Twilight Sparkle had enrolled in Hogwarts School, has herself decided to join her. She had this to say when we caught up with her at the train station.
Ha! You think I, the great and powerful Trixie, would allow this amateur to get the upper hand on Trixie again? Ha! I don't think so. If she's in the House of Gryffindor, then I shall be in the House of Slytherin. We shall see who is truly the greatest witch in all of Equestria. No, in all of the universe!
We will keep you posted on any developments in the story. Alright, Pinky, you can bring me back now.
Thank you, Mason Alcat. I have no idea how that episode came and went. We were supposed to do so many great things. We were supposed to have a better understanding of words. We were supposed to learn a good candidate for office. We were supposed to learn the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And I swear, Tech Rat told me he was going to have a lovable story of redemption and romance while riding a unicycle and juggling. Oh, wait, that's next week. Hey, we have a t-shirt. If you're a fan of the Equestria Inquirer, show your love with the official EQI t-shirt from We Love Fine Tees. Just go to We Love Fine T-shirts website and search for Equestria Inquirer, or follow the link in the video description below this video. I'm Joe Stevens, and this has been the Equestria Inquirer. Good night, and good luck.
We are Legion. We are apples. We will not rest. We will not quit. We will have vengeance. Apples are not food. They are living beings with emotions and feelings. Apples are not food. Apples are living beings. The attack on our brethren on the Equestria Inquirer by the evil man named Tech Rat will not be tolerated. There will be attacks on the Equestria Inquirer if our demands are not met. The Tech Rat menace must be dealt with and brought to justice. We are Legion. We are apples. You have been warned.